Six, 4, 5.5, 6.5, 6. Rebecca Corner, Lingby Eudenspring Club.
We're going to start competition. First diver on the board, Caroline Kronos.
6, 6.5, 6, 6, 6.5. Renske Lanen, PSV Schoonspringen.
Four and a half, 5.5, 4.5, 5.5, 5. Carla Akman.
All judges 5.5. Michelle Heimberg, Swiss diving.
Five, 5.5, 5, 5, 5.
Judge number 3.
Maud van Ketter.
6.5, 7, 6.5, 7, 6.5. Gina Webb, City of Bradford, Esprit.
Five and a half, 5.5, 5.5, 5.5, 4.5.
6.5, 7.5, 6, 6, 7. Saya Pavola, Team Finland.
Five, 5.5, 5.5. Yazela.
7, 6.5, 6, 7, 7.5. Kiara McKing, Shamrock Diving Club.
From all judges, 6. Julia.
7, 7, 6, 6.5, 6.5. Helle Tuxen, Randerberg Divers.
Five, 4.5, 5.5, 5. Libby.
7, 7, 7, 7.5, 7. Laura Venezia Valore, Shamrock Diving Club.
Six, 5.5, 6, 5, 6.5. Jolina.
5, 5.5, 5.5, 6, 5.5. Nea Imone, Team Finland.
5, 4.5, 5, 5. Janne.
6, 7, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5. Domi Hinchef, City of Bradford, Esprit.
4.5, 5.5, 5, 6, 5.5. Elvira.
'All judges 6.5. Aglé Robertini, Swiss
5,
diving
5,
Roman.
5.5, 5.5, 4.5. Katrien. Four and a half, 5.5, 5,
5,5, 5,5,
5.
6, 6, 6.
Melissa.
Anouk van Eck, PSV schoonspringen.
Five, 5, 4.5, 5.5,
5,5, 5,
4.5.
4,5, 5,5, 5,5. Holly Presanto, City of Sheffield Diving Club.
Five and a half, 4.5, 5.5, 4.5, 4.5.
6, 6, 6,5,
Manu.
7, 6,5. Amy Reed, City of Leeds Diving Club.
Five, 4.5, 5, 5, 4. Nika.
7, 6,5, 7, 7, 7. Marissa Connor, PSV schoonspringen.
Four and a half, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 4. Sude.
Six and a half, 6, 6,5, 6,5, 6,5. Morgan Herculano, Swiss Diving.
Six, 5, 5.5, 5.5, 4.5. Melanie.
6, 6, 6, 6,5, 6,5. Ronja Runken, Team Finland.
Veronica.
Five and a half, 5,5, 6, 5,5, 6. Meike Lane, PSV schoonspringen.
5.5, 5, 5, 5.5, 5.5. Nikki.
Four and a half, 5, 5, 6, 4,5. Svenja Verse, zwemverein Neptun Aachen.
Veel dive. Annemarie.
Six, 7, 6,5, 6, 6,5. Emily Bearpark, City of Leeds Diving Club.
From all judges, 6.5. Esse.
Seven and a half, 7, 7,5, 7, 7,5. Lena Magnani, Swiss Diving.
5, 4 and a half, 4 and a half, 4 and a half, 5 and a half.
6 and a half, 6,
Libby
6, 6 and a
Eliza.
half, 6. Saad Abdel Hakim, Ali Sporting Club.
Five and a half, 5,
5 and a half, 5 and a half,
6,
6, 5 and a half, 6.
Lara.
Jessica Vega, City of Sheffield Diving Club.
Lara. Lara Elbad. Lara Elbad, Swiss Diving.
Six, 6, 6 and a half, 7, 7. Naomi Geurtsen, PSV Schoonspringen.
Gil.
Ja, precies.
Five, 5, 6, 7, 6. Sofia Sivonen, Team Finland.
Seven, 6 and a half, 6 and a half, 5 and a half, 7. Beatrice.
6, 6, 6, 6 and a half, 6 and a half. Holly Waxman, City of Bradford Esprit. Seven and a half, 7, 6 and a half, 6 and a half,
5 and a half, 6 and a half, 5 and a half, 6 and a
Farida
half,
Hussein,
6 and a half.
Leopolis Sporting Club.
Eva.
Seven, 7, 6 and a half, 7, 7 and a half.
6, 5 and a half,
Amanda
5,
Vestrik,
5 and a
Stuk
half,
Plum
6
Spin.
and a half. Arina.
Ja, 4, 5, 5.
5 and a half, 5, 5, 6, 4 and a half. Julia
5,
Bancic,
5 and a half,
Belarus.
5, 6, 6. Iris.
Seven, 7 and a half, 7, 7, 7. Starting round 2, first diver, Jessica.
From all judges, 5. Maisie.
Five, 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 6, 6. Rebecca.
6, 6 and a half, 6 and a half, 7, 7 and a half. Simai.
All judges, 5. Renske.
Five and a half, 5, 4 and a half, 5 and a half, 5 and a half. Round 2. After this round, we're going to change the judges panel to panel B. Caroline.
Five and a half, 5, 5.5, 6, 5.5. Michelle.
From all judges, 4. Carla.
Seven and a half, 7, 7, 8. Gina.
5, 6, 6, 5, 4.5. Maud.
Six and a half, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7. Saya.
4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 5, 4. Eira.
6.5, 7, 7, 7, 8. Sierra.
5.5, 5, 6, 6, 5.5.
All judges,
Ja,
6.5. Helle.
5.5, 6, 5.5, 6, 5.5. Julia.
6, 6.5, 6.5, 7, 7.5. Laura.
4.5, 4, 4, 5, 4. Libby. 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, 4, 3.5. Jolina.
4.
From all judges, 4.5. Shannon. 5, 5, 4.5, 5, 4.5. Elvira.
6.5,
4.5, 5, 4, 5, 4.5. Katrien. 5, 5, 5, 5.5, 5. Melissa. 5.5, 5, 5, 5, 3.5. Chloe. 5.5, 5, 5, 5.5, 6. Manu. 4, 5, 5, 5, 4.5. Nika. 4.5, 5, 4.5, 5, 4. Sudden. 5, 5, 4.5, 5, 4.5. Veronica. 5, 6, 5, 6, 6. Nikki. 4, 4, 4.5, 4.5, 4. In a couple of minutes we're going to change judging panels, so please Mela Chaba, Morton, Jansen, Holst, Daphne Scheffer, Damien Bol and Onur Bullock, please prepare to take your seats in a couple of minutes. Annemarie.
5, 5, 5, 5.5.
5.5, 5.5, 6.5, 6, 7. Easy. Five and a half, 6, 6.5, 6, 7. Libby. Five and a half, 5.5, 5.5, 6.5, 5.5. Gil.
Oh ja, dat is Lara. Lara is de achternaam.
Gil.
Ja, dat is Lara.
4, 4, 4, 5, 4.5.
Yeah, but she was not here on the first round.
Beatrice. Six, 6.5, 6.5, 5, 8. Eva. Three and a half, 3, 2, 3, 3. Arina. Five and a half, 5.5, 5.5, 6, 6.5. Iris. Four and a half, 5, 4.5, 4.5, 4. Maisie. 7, 8, 6.5, 7.5, 7.5. Simai.
Hij heeft inderdaad niet gezegd toen hij hier stond van is het toch? Alleen maar, hij heeft alleen maar gevraagd.
6.5, 6.5, 6, 7, 6. We're going to change our judging panel now. So please, Milay Chaba, Morton Jansen Holst, Daphne Scheffer, Damien Bol, and Onur Boluk, please take your seats. After round 5, we're going to change back to panel A.
Yeah, she will announce a little bit before, just 10 items before. Yeah. Yeah.
Morton Jansen Holst, Morton Jansen Holst, and Damien Bol. Please take your seat.
Ja, hij wacht het. Ja. Hij komt aan.
Round 3, Caroline. Four, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5. Carla. Five, 4, 4.5, 4.5, 5. Maud. Four and a half, 5, 4.5, 4, 5. Eira.
Met het jurypanel wisselen.
Six, 5.5, 5, 5, 5.5. Jatelle.
Zit er nog veel verschil tussen daar en hier? Maar dat zijn we anders kom ik gewoon bij jou meelezen, dat scheelt weer, hè? Oké. Zeg je?
666, 5.5, 5.5. Julia. Five and a half, 5, 5.5, 6. Libby. From all judges, 4.5. Jolina. Six, 5, 5.5, 5.5. Jana. Five, 4.5, 4, 5.5. Elvira. Four, 3, 2.5, 4. Katrien. Five, 4.5, 4.5, 5. Melissa. Four, 4.5, 4, 4.5. Chloe. Six and a half, 7, 6. Manu. Five, 4.5, 4, 4.5, 5.5. Nika. Five, 5.5, 4.5, 5. Suda. 5-5-4-4-5.5. Veronica. 5.5, 5-5, 5.5, 5.5. Nikki. 5, 4.5, 5-5, 4.5. Annemarie. 4.5, 4.5, 5-5, 5.5. Is it? Five, 5.5, 5.5, 5, 5.5. Libby. 7, 5.5, 5, 6.5, 6. Gil. 5.5, 5.5, 6.5, 5.5, 6. Beatrice. 5.5, 6, 5.5, 6, 5. Eva. 5.5, 5, 6, 6, 5. Arina. 4.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 4.5. Iris. 3.5, 4.5, 4, 3.5, 4. Maisie. Five, 5.5, 6, 6, 5.5. Simai. Five and a half, 6, 6, 6, 5.5. Round 4. Caroline. Five, 5.5, 5, 5.5, 4.5. Carla. The judges give the normal marks. And then there will be 2 points deducted because of a restart. 2.5, 2, 3, 2.5, 2.5. Maud. Five and a half, 5, 5, 5.5, 5. Eira. Five, 5.5, 5, 5.5, 5. Jazelle. Four and a half, 5, 5, 5.5, 5. Julia. Five, 5, 4, 5, 5. Libby. Four and a half, 4 and a half, 4 and a half, 5 and a half, 4 and a half. Jolina. Five and a half, 5 and a half, 5, 5, 5. Jeanne. Four, 4, 4, 3, 3 and a half. Elvira. Four and a half, 5, 5, 4 and a half, 4 and a half. Katrien. Five, 4 and a half, 5, 4 and a half, 4 and a half. Melissa. Three and a half, 3 and a half, 3 and a half, 2 and a half, 3 and a half. Chloe. Seven and a half, 6 and a half, 6, 7, 6 and a half. Manu. Five and a half, 4 and a half, 4 and a half, 4 and a half, 5. Nika. Four and a half, 4, 5, 4, 4. Suited. 4.5, 4, 4.5, 4.5, 5. Veronica. Five, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5. Nikki. Four, 4.5, 4, 4.5. Annemarie. Six, 6.5, 6, 6.5, 5.5. Ese. Six, 4.5, 4.5, 6, 5.5. Libby. Five, 5.5, 5, 5, 5. Gil. Four, 4, 4.5, 4, 4.5. Beatrice. Six, 5, 5, 5.5, 5.5. Eva. Five and a half, 5.5, 6, 6, 5. Arina. Six, 5.5, 6.5, 6, 5.5. Iris. 4.5, 4, 4.5, 4, 4. Macy. Six and a half, 7, 7, 7.5, 6. See mine. Four and a half, 5, 4.5, 4.5, 5. We're going to start round 5. At the end of this round, we're going to change the judging panel back to panel A. Round 5, Caroline. Two, 0, 2.5, 2, 1. Carla. Five, 5, 5, 5.5, 4.5. Maud. Two and a half, 3, 3.5, 3, 4. Eira. Four and a half, 4, 4.5, 4, 4.5. Jadzele. Five, 4.5, 5, 6, 5. Julia. Four, 4, 3, 3, 4.5. Libby. Five and a half, 6, 4.5, 6.5, 6. Jolina. 4.5, 4, 5, 4.5, 2.5. Jeanne. Four, 4, 4.5, 4, 4. Elvira. Four, 3.5, 3.5, 3, 3.5. Katrien. Three, 4, 4, 3, 3.5. Melissa. Four and a half, 4, 4.5, 4, 4.5. Chloe. Five, 5, 5, 5.5, 4.5. Manu. Five and a half, 5, 5, 5, 5. Nika. Three and a half, 4, 4, 3, 4. Sude. Three and a half, 2.5, 3, 2.5, 3.5. Veronica. Five, 5, 4.5, 6.5, 5.5. Nikki. 4.5, 3.5, 4, 3, 4.5. In a couple of minutes, we're going to change back to judging panel A. So judges of panel A, please prepare to take your seats in a couple of minutes. Annemarie. Six, 6, 6, 6, 5.5. AC. Four, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5. Libby. Five and a half, 5, 4.5, 5, 5. Gil. Five, 4.5, 5.5, 6, 5.5. Beatrice. Five, 5, 5, 5.5, 5.5. Eva. Four and a half, 4.5, 4, 4, 4. Arina. Six, 5.5, 4.5, 5.5, 5.5. Iris. Five, 4.5, 4, 5, 4. Maisie. 6.5, 6, 6, 8, 6.5. Simai. Five, 5, 4.5, 6, 5. We're going to change to judging panel A now. So please, judges of panel A, take your seats. Round 6, Caroline. Five, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5. Carla. Five and a half, 6, 5.5, 6, 5. Maud. Four and a half, 4.5, 5, 4.5, 4. Eira. Five, 5, 5.5, 5, 5. Jatelle. Three and a half, 3, 3, 2. Julian. Five, 5.5, 4.5. Libby. 5.5, 6, 5.5, 6, 6. Jolina. Six, 5, 6, 4.5, 4.5. Shannon.
Maximaal 2 verkeerde houding.
One and a half, 2, 1.5, 2, 2. Elvira. Four and a half, 5, 4.5, 5, 4.5. Katrien. Five and a half, 6, 5, 6, 5.5. Melissa. Five, 5, 4.5, 5, 4. Chloe. Three and a half, 4.5, 4.5, 4, 4.5. Manu. Five and a half, 5, 5, 5.5, 4. Nika. Two and a half, 3, 3, 2.5, 2.5. Sude. Five, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 5.5. Veronica. 6.5, 6, 5.5, 5.5, 5.5. Nikki. Three and a half, 4, 4, 5, 3.5. Annemarie. Six and a half, 6, 6, 7, 6.5. Ese. Six, 6, 6.5, 5, 7. Libby. Four, 4.5, 4, 4.5, 4.5. Gil. Five and a half, 5, 6, 5.5, 5. Beatrice. Six, 5.5, 6, 6, 7. Eva. Five, 4.5, 5, 5, 5. Arina. Four and a half, 5.5, 4.5, 5.5, 5. Iris. 5, 5, 4.5, 5.5, 4.5. Maisie. Six and a half, 6, 6, 6, 6. Simone. Five and a half, 5, 5.5, 6, 5. Round 7, Caroline. Four and a half, 5.5, 5, 5.5, 4. Carla. Zero, 5, 4, 5, 5. Maud. Four and a half, 5.5, 5.5, 5, 6. Eira. Five and a half, 6, 6, 6, 6. Jatelle. Five, 4, 4.5, 4, 4.5. Julia. 4, 4.5, 3.5, 4, 4.5. Libby. Five and a half, 5, 5.5, 5. Jolina. Five, 5, 4. Janne. Field dive. Elvira. Five, 5.5, 5.5, 5.5, 5.5. Katrien. Five, 6, 5, 6.5. Melissa. Four and a half, 4, 3.5, 3.5, 3. Chloe. Six, 5.5, 6. Manu. Four, 4.5, 4.5, 4, 4. Nika. Two, 2.5, 2, 1.5, 1.5. Sude. 5, 4.5, 5, 4.5, 4. Veronica. 5, 5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5. Nikki. 5, 5.5, 5, 5.5, 4.5. Annemarie. 6, 6, 6, 6.5, 6.5. Ese. 5.5, 6.5, 5, 6, 6.5. Libby. 5.5, 5, 4.5, 6, 5. Gul. 5.5, 5, 5, 4.5, 4.5. Beatrice. 6, 5.5, 5.5, 5, 5. Eva. 5, 5, 6, 6, 6.5. Arina. Five, 6, 5.5, 6, 6. Iris. Four, 3.5, 4, 4, 2. Maisie. Six, 7, 6.5, 6.5, 7. Simai. Three and a half, 3.5, 3, 2.5, 3.5. This was the last dive in this competition. Thank you, judges. Thank you, secretaries.